Hello, my colleagues and I are going to talk about cervicitis. Cervicitis is a condition in which the cervix becomes inflamed. This inflammation can be infectious, caused by bacteria or viruses, or non-infectious, caused by physical or chemical irritation, injury to the cervix, or allergies. Etiology. There are multiple agents potentially involved in cervicitis, but infectious and non-infectious. Infectious agents: Chlamydia trachomatis and Neisseria gonorrhoeae. They are the pathogens typically associated with the cervicitis, although both microorganisms are detected in less than half of the cases. Trichomonas vaginalis. It is associated with cervical inflammation and an increased risk of HVP transmission. Herpes simplex virus. Genital infection by herpes simplex virus types 1 and 2 can cause cervicitis more frequently in women with apparent clinical symptoms of primary HSV2 infection.
Hello, next is clinical picture, cervicitis acute. Inflammation in the cervix that frequently present. Profuse leukorrhea, fever, pelvic pain, hypogastric pain, urinary symptoms, dyspareunia, and bleeding. This period is usually short. Cervicitis chronicle is one of the most common causes of leukorrhea. Good characteristics can be variable. A bad smell, abnormal vaginal discharge, dyspareunia, and bleeding after intercourse. This period lasts a long time, months or more.
Hello, good morning. I had a diagnosis. Diagnosis: cervicitis acute, clinical picture, where the symptoms that the patient presents are taken into account: dysuria, hypogastric pain, fever, etc. Papa Nicolau, where the examination shows erythematous, redness, increased volume, and pain on mobilization. Subsequently, an endocervical X-ray is taken for a bacteriological study. Diagnosis: cervicitis chronicle. Papa Nicolau, during physical examination, a red endocervix with a erudite looking area is observed, inflamed ectopia. Nabushen X, an open gland and are also observed.
The female reproductive system is the organ system of the human body that relates to a woman's sexual reproductive process. It is made of different organs such as the vagina, uterus, fallopian tube, and ovaries. Function. One of the primary functions of the organ system is the production of cells necessary for sexual reproduction, that is, for the formation of a new human being, which are known as eggs or oocytes. Eggs are the female gametes, virtually all the food that nourishes the embryo that occurs when fertilization takes place is concentrated in the eggs, that is, the fusion between an egg and sperm, and in addition, all of the genetic information of the woman who produces it is stored.
Hormones. The ovaries, internal organs of the female reproductive system, produce hormones such as estrogens and progesterones. which actively participate in different aspects of the control of sexual development, menstruation, and pregnancy. Parts of the female reproductive system. The female reproductive system is made up of two parts, one internal and one external. External organs of the female reproductive system. The external parts of the female reproductive system are the following: labia majora, which enclose and project the rest of the external reproductive organs. They are two very long fleshy structures, rich in sweat glands that produce oily substances. In women, after puberty, these lips are covered with hair. Labia minora are located just below the labia majora and surround the opening of the vagina, part of the internal organs. And the urethra, the last portion of the urinary system. Clitoris, which is a small fleshy area found between the two labia minora and which is comparable to the penis in the man. It is covered by a thin skin and is a very sensitive structure. Bartholin glands of vestibular glands that produce a mucous substance and are found of the sides of the vagina opening. Internal organs of the female reproductive system. The vagina is a type of muscular channel that opens to the outside very close to the urethra, the tube through which urine is discarded. It is responsive for connecting the lowest part of the uterus, cervix, to the outside of the body and is also known as the birth canal. The vagina allows both the entry of the penis during copulation and the exit of blood during menstruation. The uterus or belly is a hollow pear-shaped organ made up of muscular walls. It has two portions, the cervix and the corpus. The cervix is the lower part connected to the vagina, while the corpus is the upper region, which expands to support the developing baby. The ovaries. The ovaries are perhaps one of the most important organs of this apparatus. These are two small oval glands located on both sides of the uterus, which are responsible for the production of eggs and some female sex hormones. The fallopian tubes. The fallopian tubes are two thin tubes found at the top of the uterus that serve as tunnel for transporting eggs from the ovaries to the uterus. They are also the place where fertilization of the eggs by sperms occurs, from where the fertilized eggs travel to the uterus for their subsequent development.
Hello again. I'm going to talk to you about ovarian and menstrual cycle. Let's go. Ovarian cycle. The ovarian cycle is a cyclical hormone control process that occurs in the female reproductive system. The cycle, which generally lasts about 28 days, is marked by a series of changes in the ovaries and lining of the uterus, preparing the body for the possibility of pregnancy. First, the ovarian cycle is divided into several distinct phases, each with unique characteristics and specific hormonal change. These phases work together to prepare the body for the possibility of fertilization and pregnancy. Menstrual cycle. The menstrual cycle or the female sexual cycle, the process that prepares a woman's uterus for pregnancy every month through the development of female gametes and a series of physiological change. A cycle is considered counting for the first day of a period or menstruation to the first days on the next period. That's right, menstruation. Menstruation or period is a woman's monthly bleeding. During menstruation, the female body is ridding itself of the lining cells of the uterus. Menstrual blood flows from this throat and opening in blood flows from the throat and the opening the cervix and leaves the body through the vagina. The most common thing is for menstrual periods of last 3 to 5 days. Pre-ovulation. The pre-ovulation is the phase that occurs after menstruation and, as its name indicates, before ovulation. In the ovary produce hormones called estrogens, which are responsible for marking one of the eggs inside it mature. It normally occurs between days 6 and 30 the cycle, although they can vary even in the same woman. Ovulation. During this phase, the egg completes the maturation process and is transferred from the ovary in which it was housed to the uterus through one of the fallopian tubes. Hormone levels increase and help prepare the lining of the uterus for pregnancy. For this season, a woman's greatest change of pregnancy is during the 3 days before ovulation or on the same day as ovulation. Post-ovulation, finally. If fertilization for the egg has not occurred, the egg ends up involuntary and is expelled during the next menstruation. After post-ovulation, a new menstrual cycle begins. Thank you so much.